Picture this. It's the 1500s, a time when kings ruled with iron fists, and treasure wasn't just wealth, it was power. Now imagine piles of gold, sparkling jewels, and ancient artifacts hidden away, never to be found. At least, not yet. In this video, we'll dive into 10 of the most jaw-dropping unsolved treasure mysteries from India's past. Think you could crack any of these cases? Let's find out. Let's kick off this countdown with a sparkle, literally. In the 1500s, the Mughal Empire was rising as one of the richest and most powerful dynasties in the world. Known for their architectural marvels like the Taj Mahal, later built by Humayun's descendants, the Mughals were also infamous for their love of luxury. Their treasure hoards were the stuff of legend, filled with diamonds as big as walnuts, rubies that could rival the sun, and emeralds so pure they could blind you with their brilliance. But one collection of jewels disappeared without a trace. The story begins with Emperor Humayun, who spent much of his reign trying to keep his throne amid wars and rebellions. During one of his many exiles, it's said that a cache of jewels he painstakingly curated vanished. Was it stolen by an ambitious nobleman who wanted to outshine his king? Or did Humayun himself hide the treasure, planning to reclaim it later, only to lose his secret in the sands of time? There's even a wild theory that a clueless traveler stumbled upon the treasure, mistaking the glittering gems for shiny pebbles. Imagine the horror when they realized their mistake years later, if they even did. Treasure hunters and historians alike have scoured old Mughal records, fortresses, and vaults, but so far, no one's been able to crack the case. Could these legendary jewels still be hidden in some forgotten corner of India? Or were they lost forever, melted down into baubles no one would recognize today? Either way, this mystery is as bright and elusive as the jewels themselves. Keep your eyes peeled at your local antique store. You never know. Next on our countdown is a tale of divine splendor, the Golden Chariot of Hampi. In the 1500s, Hampi was the jewel of the Vijayanagara Empire, a kingdom renowned for its prosperity and architectural wonders. The city was a bustling trade hub, filled with temples, palaces, and treasures beyond imagination. Among its most prized possessions was the legendary Golden Chariot, said to be housed in the Vitala temple. Historical accounts and local folklore describe this chariot as a masterpiece, intricately carved and covered entirely in gold. Some believed it was used to carry idols of gods during grand festivals, while others whispered it was a symbol of the empire's unimaginable wealth. But here's the twist. The chariot wasn't just a display of power. It was said to have magical properties, capable of blessing or cursing those who dared to misuse it. So what happened to it? When Hampi fell to invading armies in 1565, the city was sacked and its treasures looted. But there's no record of the Golden Chariot ever being found. Did it escape the invaders' clutches, hidden away by loyal subjects? Was it dismantled and smuggled out piece by piece? Or, brace yourself, could it still be buried beneath the ruins of Hampi, waiting to be discovered by some lucky adventurer? Treasure hunters and archaeologists have explored the site for centuries, yet no one has uncovered a trace of the chariot. Today, a stone replica stands at Vitala Temple, a faint echo of the legendary original. But the Golden Chariot itself remains one of India's most tantalizing mysteries. If you ever find yourself wandering the ruins of Hampi, keep an eye out for hidden vaults or suspiciously golden rocks. Who knows, the next chapter of this mystery could be yours to write. Coming in at number 8 is a tale as daring as its protagonist, Tipu Sultan's hidden hoard. Known as the Tiger of Mysore, Tipu Sultan was one of the most formidable rulers of 18th century India. But his story begins in the 1500s, when his ancestors laid the foundation of Mysore's wealth and power, amassing treasure troves that would eventually pass into Tipu's hands. Tipu was a fierce warrior and a brilliant strategist, but he was also a man of secrets. During his reign, he is believed to have hidden a massive hoard of wealth, gold coins, precious jewels, and priceless artifacts, fearing that his enemies, particularly the British East India Company, would seize it. Historical accounts hint that Tipu's treasure may have included ceremonial swords, intricate crowns, and even foreign coins he acquired through trade alliances. Theories suggest that Tipu stashed his treasure in underground vaults within his palaces, or buried it in the forests surrounding Mysore. Some even claim he used coded maps to ensure that only his most trusted allies could retrieve the hoard. But when Tipu was killed during the siege of Srirangapatna in 1799, the secret of his treasure seemingly died with him. Over the years, treasure hunters have combed through Tipu's forts and secret passages, hoping to find a clue. Local legends tell of farmers who accidentally dug up gold coins in the fields near Srirangapatna, but a vast majority of the treasure remains unaccounted for. Could Tipu's hidden hoard still be lying in wait, buried deep beneath the soil of Karnataka, or was it quietly looted, its pieces scattered across private collections? One thing's for sure, the Tiger of Mysore left behind a legacy of mystery as fierce as his battles. At number 7, we journey to the lush coastline of Kerala to uncover the mystery of the elusive Malibar Gems. The Malabar coast was a thriving hub of spice trade in the 1500s, attracting merchants from across the globe. But it wasn't just the spices that made this region rich. Malabar was also known for its legendary cache of gemstones. According to historical accounts, local rulers and merchants amassed vast collections of rubies, sapphires, and diamonds. These gems were often traded with Arab, Chinese, and Portuguese explorers, making Malabar a glittering epicenter of wealth. However, when Portuguese forces arrived in the early 16th century, their lust for domination wasn't just limited to spices. They also had their eyes on the treasure troves of Malabar's rulers. One story tells of a fleet of ships laden with gemstones set to leave Malabar for Portugal. But before the ships could set sail, the treasure mysteriously vanished. Some say it was stolen by cunning local pirates, while others believe the gems were hidden by their rightful owners to prevent them from falling into foreign hands. Another theory suggests the treasure was lost at sea in a shipwreck, its cargo still lying beneath the waves off the Malabar coast. Over the centuries, countless divers, treasure hunters, and historians have sought the Malabar gems, but their whereabouts remain unknown. Some locals even claim that the gemstones are cursed, ensuring that they will never be recovered by outsiders. Could these elusive gems still be hidden in the dense forests or under the sands of Kerala's beaches? Or have they been secretly traded and forgotten in the pages of history? For treasure hunters, the Malabar gems represent the ultimate prize, a glittering mystery waiting to be solved. At number 6, we have a tale of swashbuckling ambition and hidden riches, the Portuguese gold stash. By the 1500s, the Portuguese had established a firm foothold in India, building forts and trade outposts along the western coast. They were particularly drawn to Goa, a bustling port city that became their colonial capital. But their exploits weren't just about trade. They also plundered treasures from Indian kingdoms and hoarded gold brought in from overseas. Legend has it that some of this gold was secretly buried by Portuguese officials during times of political upheaval. One particular story revolves around a governor who, fearing an imminent attack by rival forces, ordered a large quantity of gold and jewels to be hidden beneath a fort in Goa. According to folklore, the governor created a map to mark the treasure's location but was killed before he could share it with anyone. The map and the gold vanished into history. Over the centuries, numerous treasure hunters have tried to uncover this legendary stash. Some claim to have found old Portuguese records hinting at hidden vaults, while others have searched the ruins of forts like Aguada and Chapora. Yet no concrete evidence of the treasure has ever been found. Adding to the intrigue, locals believe the stash is guarded by a supernatural entity. According to these tales, anyone who gets too close to the gold is met with strange accidents or misfortune, leading some to believe the treasure is cursed. Could this Portuguese hoard still be buried beneath Goa's sandy shores, or hidden within its ancient forts? Or is it just another tantalizing tale to keep us guessing? For now, the mystery and the gold remains buried in time. Halfway through our countdown, we dive into the depths, literally, with the sunken ship of Goa. In the early 1500s, as the Portuguese tightened their grip on India's west coast, Goa became a key hub for their maritime operations. Ships laden with spices, gold, and precious jewels regularly set sail for Europe, making the Arabian Sea both a treasure trove and a treacherous battleground. The story goes that one such Portuguese ship, carrying an enormous cache of gold coins, silver ingots, and rare gemstones, met a watery end. Records suggest it was bound for Lisbon but was caught in a fierce storm off the coast of Goa. Struggling to navigate the turbulent waters, the ship sank somewhere near the shoreline, taking its priceless cargo to the bottom of the sea. What makes this mystery even more intriguing is the lack of clarity about the ship's exact location. Some believe it lies buried beneath layers of silt near the Mandovi River, while others speculate it sank farther out to sea. Over the centuries, rumors of fishermen finding gold coins in their nets have only added fuel to the legend. Modern treasure hunters have attempted to locate the wreck, using advanced sonar and underwater exploration technology. Despite these efforts, no definitive traces of the ship or its treasure have been found. Some suggest the ship's remains may have been swallowed by the shifting sands of the seabed, while others think the treasure might have already been salvaged in secret. So, is the sunken ship of Goa a maritime ghost story, or could its riches still be lying in wait beneath the waves? If you're ever in Goa, perhaps a deep-sea diving expedition could make you the one to finally solve this centuries-old mystery. Next on our list is a tale of lost splendor, Vijayanagara's hidden vaults. In the 1500s, the Vijayanagara Empire was one of the most powerful and wealthy kingdoms in India. Its capital city, also called Vijayanagara, near modern-day Hampi, was a bustling metropolis adorned with grand temples, sprawling bazaars, and intricate palaces. But behind its prosperity lay secrets that still baffle historians and treasure hunters alike. According to legends, when the empire fell to the Deccan Sultanates in 1565, the city was plundered, but the vaults remained untouched, or so the story goes. Some say the treasures were hidden deep within the rocky hills surrounding the city, protected by intricate mechanisms and traps designed to deter looters. Others believe the wealth was buried beneath the ruins of the royal palace, waiting for someone brave enough to uncover it. Adding to the intrigue, locals claim that these vaults are cursed, bringing misfortune to anyone who dares to disturb them. Over the years, archaeologists have uncovered fascinating artifacts from Vijayanagara, but the so-called hidden vaults remain elusive. Could they still exist, brimming with the riches of a once great empire? Or is the tale of Vijayanagara's hidden vaults just a myth, exaggerated over centuries of storytelling? If you ever find yourself wandering the majestic ruins of Hampi, keep your eyes peeled. A chance discovery might just rewrite the history books and make you very, very rich. Sliding into our countdown at number 3 is a tale as eerie as it is legendary, the cursed treasure of Chittorgarh. Perched atop a hill in Rajasthan, Chittorgarh Fort is one of the largest and most iconic forts in India, with a history drenched in valor, betrayal, and heartbreak. But beneath its towering walls lies a mystery that has haunted generations. The story begins in the 1500s when the fort, ruled by the Sisodia Rajputs, was under constant threat from invading forces. To protect their immense wealth, including gold coins, gemstones, and sacred artifacts, the Rajput rulers are believed to have hidden their treasures in underground chambers within the fort. But as legend has it, these riches weren't just hidden, they were cursed. According to local folklore, a powerful mystic was summoned to place a protective spell on the treasure. The curse was simple but chilling. Anyone who tried to claim the treasure out of greed would face unimaginable misfortune. The mystic's work was tested soon after, when the Mughal Emperor Akbar laid siege to the fort in 1568. Though his forces defeated the Rajputs and sacked Chittorgarh, no one reported finding the fabled treasure. Over the years, adventurers have attempted to locate the hidden hoard, but strange accidents and misfortunes seem to plague their efforts. Some claim to have heard whispers in the fort's dark corridors, warning them to turn back, while others speak of sudden illnesses or mysterious deaths. So, is the treasure real? If it is, could the curse be a clever ploy by the Rajputs to deter looters, or is there something truly supernatural guarding the wealth? To this day, the cursed treasure of Chittorgarh remains one of India's most spine-chilling enigmas. Our countdown's runner-up is a dazzling mystery, the tale of the disappearing diamonds of Golconda. In the 1500s, the Golconda region in present-day Telangana was the diamond capital of the world. Its mines produced some of the most famous diamonds in history, including the Koh-i-Noor, the Hope Diamond, and the Regent Diamond. These gems were celebrated for their clarity, brilliance, and almost mythical allure. But here's the mystery. While some of these diamonds became world famous, many others simply disappeared without a trace. Historical records mention several shipments of diamonds destined for royal treasuries, merchant markets, or European collectors. Shipments that never reached their final destinations. Were they stolen by highwaymen, sunk in shipwrecks, or deliberately hidden to protect them from invaders? One particularly intriguing legend revolves around a massive, uncut diamond rumored to be larger than the Koh-i-Noor. This stone was supposedly unearthed in the 1500s and kept hidden by Golconda's rulers for fear that it would attract unwanted attention from the Mughals or European colonizers. But as Golconda fell to the Mughals in 1687, this diamond vanished from history. Some believe it was smuggled out of India and cut into smaller stones to avoid detection, while others speculate it remains hidden in the ruins of Golconda Fort. Treasure hunters have scoured the area for centuries, hoping to uncover this lost gem, but all they've found are tantalizing clues, broken artifacts, ancient maps, and faint whispers of its existence. Could this lost diamond still be out there, hidden in the crumbling remains of Golconda's glorious past? Or did it quietly change hands, becoming part of an undisclosed collection? Either way, the disappearing diamonds of Golconda continue to sparkle in the imagination of treasure hunters and historians alike. And at the top of our countdown is a story wrapped in gold and mystery: the enigmatic Bhilwara gold coins. In the 1500s, Bhilwara, a historic city in Rajasthan, was a bustling trade center known for its vibrant markets and skilled artisans. But beneath the surface of this thriving town lay an even greater secret: a hidden cache of gold coins, rumored to be the legacy of an ancient dynasty. The tale goes that during a period of political unrest in the region, a local ruler decided to safeguard his wealth by burying thousands of gold coins in an undisclosed location. These coins were said to be intricately engraved, bearing the symbols of deities and inscriptions in an ancient script, making them not only valuable but also historically significant. For centuries, this treasure was considered a myth, until fragments of the story gained traction in the 19th century. Farmers in the outskirts of Bhilwara reportedly unearthed gold coins while plowing their fields, sparking a frenzy among locals and treasure hunters. However, before more coins could be recovered, the discoveries mysteriously stopped. Some believe the ruler's descendants quietly reclaimed the treasure, while others think the remaining hoard is still hidden in secret vaults or buried deep in the earth. Adding to the intrigue, local legends warn that the coins are protected by a guardian spirit that brings misfortune to those who seek them with greed. Whether it's a curse or simply coincidence, unexplained accidents have been reported by those who've tried to unearth the treasure. Could the Bhilwara gold coins still be out there, waiting to be discovered? Or has their story been buried under layers of history and folklore? One thing is certain: this golden mystery continues to fascinate and elude treasure seekers from all over the world. And there you have it, 10 unsolved treasure mysteries from the 1500s in India. Each tale is a blend of history, intrigue, and the allure of untold riches, still waiting for a daring adventurer to crack their secrets. So, which of these mysteries would you want to solve? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thrilling stories like this one.